Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Happy election day, or sad, depends on what your thoughts are. It's pretty sad for me that we don't have a lot to choose from in this country when it comes to politicians. So, yeah, I've just come back from voting, went for a quick walk and did my vote fairly quickly and then grabbed some supplies, and now it's relax time. So yeah, I'm just doing a random hangout. Not sure, there probably won't be many people around, but I had a sleep in this morning, so I missed all the UK stuff. And then yeah, I caught up with a couple of the American boys, but it was sort of time for them to go to bed too. So yeah, cheers, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. Just having a few macros first, and then we'll go from there. Got my Fox Friday glass, absolute pearl of this glass. It's been a tough week. So I won't reveal what this first beer is because it's something I want to review. I just got a 4-pack of it, so I thought I'll drink one now while it's super fresh. But yeah, the review will come probably in the next few days. It smells very floral. Mmm. So yeah, I obviously won't be talking politics, but I just thought I'd put it as the title of the stream that I just finished voting and now it's time to relax and have a beer. It's shit. Like I wish I had done it earlier. I feel like when it's on a Saturday, it's that one day where you can just chill and relax. And I woke up this morning, it was all I was thinking about. It's like, oh, I've got to go fucking vote. Not too bad of a beer, this one. I can't even give the style of the beer away because it just, yeah, straight away people will know what it is. I can't stop yawning. It's like I haven't slept enough, but I slept in. So yeah, hopefully we get a few people come in. There's been some streams lately, they've been pretty quiet. I just haven't been able to be consistent with my times lately, just with work, which is very irritating. Because for a while there, I felt like I was doing really well with having stuff at certain times and always being around. But yeah, when you never know what time you're going to finish work, like you're on the same shift, but you're doing overtime every night, makes it hard. The Mighty Demons are playing tonight, so I'll be able to watch them playing over in Perth against West Coast. 2 wins, so hopefully they make it 3. Yeah. I feel like cooking up a storm tonight. I'm either going chicken Kiev or steak. If I go Kiev, I'll have it just a quick cook with like some wedges or something like that. If I go steak, I'm going to go all out, big plate of vegetables. I might have steak tomorrow night, I think, because I've got to get up early for work on Monday. It'd be good to have that extra energy. Always feel you feel awesome after a big plate of steak and some like a big bowl of veggies. You can see why it's like good for you. One of my mates at work's doing that carnivore diet. and pretty much all he's been eating is like steak and eggs. And he's like, yeah, lost a heap of weight. He's looking real trim. He reckons he feels the best he's felt his whole life, and he's in like I think he's in his late 30s or early 40s. Hmm. Cheers. Shout out to Fox Friday. Doing it tough at the moment and shouldn't be because they're a rad brewery. I don't know what's going on there. It's like something shifty's going on behind the scenes with like funding. But yeah, hopefully they get on top of it because they're a fucking awesome brewery. So yeah, if anyone out there is keen for a beer and wants to join, just sing out. I probably won't put the link in the chat because it's probably that time where I could get a heap of randoms. But yeah. My dogs are happy to have me home today. I don't think they like it when I do afternoon shift now because I'm gone for so long. Like if I walk to work and I do like an 11 or 12 hour day, I'm pretty much gone for like 13, 14 hours of the day. So it's a long time for your boys to be there, like without seeing you. It's like when I go to Melbourne, pretty much. I'll be doing that next week. I can't wait. Last time I did a stream at this time, I thought, oh, no one will join. And then all of a sudden, I got a heap of Aussie people coming in, which was good. So I'm sort of I'm sort of hoping that happens again. One of the streams. It's good to get some more Aussie folk involved. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. So you're watching the review I did previously. Yeah, that was a good beer. So it's like a brand new hop called Euphoric or Euphorics. I'm not sure what they've called the hop, but the name of this beer was Euphorics XPA. Yeah, it's really good. Really like sweet, sort of like sweet tropical, sweet citrus, floral, and like, yeah, a bit of spice. It's quite nice. Yeah. So I'm hoping that now it's a new Aussie hop that's been released, and I'm hoping a heap of the Aussie breweries use it now, and you can sort of compare flavors. What time is it where you are? 7:45 a.m. Yep. Yeah, so it's like yeah, 9 hour time difference. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I've heard that. It's starting to get pretty warm there. That's good. Um, we're sort of lucky here. Like our summer like in Victoria, because I'm down in the south, we get pretty shit weather, like similar to the UK and like the north of America and that. Obviously we still get hot summers though, but yeah, our summers the last few years have been a bit average, but then this year it was pretty good. Like we had a lot of days where it was over 30 degrees and it seemed to linger on. Whereas, yeah, there's been some summers in the last few years. We've only got like a string of good days and then it just goes shit again. But yeah, even during our autumn, we're still getting like decent weather. Like even today, it's like it's not wet or windy or anything. It's just sort of a nice overcast day. Like when I went to vote, I was just walking there and it was like fairly warm just walking. You don't expect that at bloody, yeah, like the end of autumn coming into winter. What's the plans for the weekend? For me, it was just, yeah, I was obviously just relaxing this weekend. Just today was mainly about having beers and having to vote. And then tomorrow I've got to do some, I'm going to clean out the shed a bit more and I'll probably have a fair tilt on the beers tomorrow, but I'll have to start early and finish early. So I have to get up at like 3 o'clock Monday morning. But yeah, I was blasting some music earlier. It was good. It's good sometimes when you're just hanging by yourself and you just get the tunes cranking. It's like, fuck yeah. They're going down pretty easy today. Some days, like, I'll feel really tired and the beers just don't hit, and it's like there's sort of no point drinking. Today, I feel tired. I feel really tired, but the beers are going down really well, like just gliding down, barely touching the sides. I just hope I don't, yeah, fall in a hole and get real tired. But and then there's other days where you don't feel tired, but the beers just aren't hitting. Mm. It's funny though when you go to vote and you get all the like the different candidates, their little workers with the pamphlets, and they come over to you and start with their spiel and handing shit to you. It's like just fucking leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I know who I'm voting for. Now just step aside. On to the next. And I will show what this beer is. Ready for it? Oh, yes. So these two are practically, I don't know if you'd say they're brothers or cousins, but Melbourne bitter, Victoria bitter. So Melbourne's obviously the city, Victoria's the state. Um, I'm not sure which one come out first. I dare say it's that. That one definitely is the more popular one. Melbourne's been around for a while, also, though. You'll probably find Melbourne's more likely to be in a trendier sort of pub. It doesn't have as, even though to me both beers are very similar and they're same price, same brewer, everything. This one can have a bit of a bad name for itself, and this one can be sort of like got a slight trendy sort of hipster vibe to it. It's weird how it works. But yeah, this sort of disappeared for a while, and now it's like come back. Good old Coopers. Funny you say that because I may or may not have just had a Coopers. It was the newest Coopers out. Let's just say it was a collaboration with someone. That was the first beer I had, but I don't want to reveal more because I want to review it on the channel. It's good to see Coopers sort of stepping outside the square a little bit lately. They're starting to do more limited editions and mixing up the styles slightly, and I admire that. I think in today's world, yeah, even though they got two solid beers in the pale and the sparkling, I just think they need to step outside the box a bit more and yeah, start doing like styles that are more crafty or even pumping out. It'd be good to see them pumping out more sort of classic styles. Doing like a dark lager or a porter or something like that. That'd be cool. Cool. Chicken thighs on the barbie sounds good. And then a Theakston Old Peculiar. I've seen some Theakston beers here recently. It might have been in an Aldi store. I just remember seeing a couple of Theakstons and it made me think of Raggy. Yeah. It is cool when you see some traditional English ales in like Australian bottle shops because it's pretty rare. Like if I seen, say, yeah, Fuller's beers or something like that, I'd probably like snap up like one of each just to like, yeah, try them again and do a review. Cheers, Adam. Good to see you, brother. Cool. What's the what's the go with this festival? Is it a pay as you go or you pay for it and you don't have to worry about, like, is it all inclusive? I love the all inclusive ones where you just pay your ticket, covers everything, might come across as expensive, but you end up getting smashed and drinking way more than what your ticket was worth. Yeah. Oh yeah, cool. Eden Brewery. Oh yeah. Eden's like on the, is that on the New South Wales south coast somewhere? Yeah. It's not so bad if the ticket's fairly cheap, but it's when you're paying big money just for the ticket. Like they have entertainment there, and it's like you don't give a fuck about the entertainment. You're just there for the beer. That's when it's annoying. Yeah, thought so. I remember me and a mate of mine when we were only like in our maybe late teens, early 20s. We went and picked up a family car from Sydney and we drove it back along the coast. And I just remember Eden. Well, I think I remembered Eden as one of the towns that we went through. Crime writing festival. Yeah, that'd be cool. Do it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like in Australia, they'll have these festivals, and you got to pay $60 just to go in there, and all you get is like a glass and the entertainment, and then you're paying for every beer. It's like fuck. No wonder they can't sell tickets. I love when your dog, like my dog, just like itched himself then, and then he's like, like he did a sigh, like he's annoyed. It's like, yeah, your life's so hard, you little prick. I wish I could just chill at home, lazing on the couch when it's cold, sitting out in the sun when it's warm, having someone feed you, not having to pay any bills, not having to work. It'd be a fucking joy. Yeah, get some Melbourne, India. I don't know what the difference is. I feel like with Melbourne, it's probably not quite as earthy and bitter. Maybe a little sweeter on the malt, but they're very similar beers. Yeah, so that's all right prices for beers. Not bad at all. So whereabouts does this festival do? Like what area are you? Are you like near where you live? Or I remember talking to you about it. I just can't remember where it was. So I remember saying we had a town near my hometown called Kirkstall. 20-minute walk outside of Leeds. Oh yeah, so it's like a suburb of Leeds, is it? Cool. But yeah, I'm quite excited about that. I had that new beer before. I had a new beer, a beer, Adam, and it's got a new Aussie hop in it called Euphoric. And it was really, really good. Like just the characteristics of it were like quite different. So it sort of excites me that there's like a new Aussie hop out there, and we're probably going to be getting a heap of beers that will feature that hop. Obviously, if I come across like a few different beers that have it in there, I'll get something for you to try. I reckon you'll be a fan because it's got like a real sort of tropical touch to it, but then it's got like a sort of like a spicy floral finish. It's really bright, like really fresh. Yeah. So you're getting the train. You're about to get the train to live to Leeds, are you? and then go for a stroll or get an Uber or something. I wish we could have beers on our train. It's one thing that fucking annoys me. I always hear of English people saying how good it is having a beer on the train. In Australia, if you had a beer on the train, you'd get kicked off instantly. Boom. Goodbye. And it'd make it so much more fun for me going to Melbourne and back if I could have beers on the train. Yeah. I'm craving like I could go like some bickies with cheese and cabana or some dip or something. Mm. How I don't know if you guys have Philadelphia dip in the UK? You have like sweet chili Philly, and it's like this big like Philly cheese with sweet chili sauce, and you just drop it down on the plate, open it up, and then you dip your biscuits into it. So fucking good. I'm a couple of hours from Melbourne, dude. I'm in southwest Victoria in the like dairy area, the Great Ocean Road, all that sort of area. But yeah, I'm in Melbourne quite a bit normally in the suburbs. I don't think too much of the city these days, but yeah, yeah, yeah. What I from Liverpool, you're about 20 minutes or something, aren't you? Like from the city centre. Is that right? About 20? I know roughly where you are, like on the east. I'm gonna move there. At least I follow the right football team if I move there. I'm not one of those bums at barracks or one of those Manchester fuckers. Cool, dude. Yeah, I'm going next time I go to Sydney is in June. I'm going for 3 or 4 days. Um, one of my favourite metal bands is playing with an orchestra at the Sydney Opera House. So I'm like, that'll be pretty cool. I couldn't miss it. I was like, I have to go. So it's during the King's birthday. I'm used to saying Queen's birthday, but it's King's birthday holiday now. So it's a long weekend. So I'm going to fly out from Geelong on the Sunday and then probably come home Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, it should be good. I'll check out some of the beer scene while I'm there. Yeah, this traffic's fucked. Last time I was there, dude, it was when you guys had the really bad floods a couple of years ago. It was that I was staying in the inner west in like Newtown, and I was trying to get into the city on my last day because I'd spent a couple of days out in the Blue Mountains, a couple of days in inner west because of the brewery scene there, and then I wanted to spend my last day in the city because I just hadn't been in the city. And I couldn't even get there because the floods were so bad. All the trains had stopped. You could only get outbound and not inbound. And then because of the trains being so fucked, all the Ubers were all booked up or they were charging like excessive prices. So I had to like miss. I went all the way to fucking Sydney and didn't even see the city. It's pretty disappointing. But yeah, because this gig I'm going to is at the Opera House and it's black tie event and pretty like full on. I'm just going to go all out and probably splurge a bit and get some decent accommodation in the probably like near Darling Harbour or something. See how we go. I'll just base myself in the city this time. Yeah, it's fucked, dude. It's real bad. In all honesty, though, I think Melbourne's just as bad these days. Sydney's population was always greater than Melbourne, but I honestly think with all the immigration the last few years, I think Melbourne's just as bad. And more. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that inner west. Like it reminds me heaps of like Fitzroy and Collingwood in Melbourne. You've got I don't know, it's sort of like old school industrial meets like new and trendy. And you got like heaps of street art everywhere. You've got really cool vibes with yeah, like different ethnic restaurants, like bars, like craft beer. Yeah, it was really cool when I was there. I think when I went to Newtown, I went to a really cool Thai restaurant. I went to a place that did sort of like yeah, it was sort of like Asian fusion and had heaps of different yeah, like Asian foods all in one. I went to a couple of pubs. I went to yeah, heaps of breweries. It's just really cool and like yeah, just the I don't know, it's sort of eccentric, but most people there are really friendly. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's always this rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne. As far as like just sheer beauty of the city, you can't go past Sydney. It's fucking unbelievable. Like, that harbour's like it's got to be one of the greatest in the world. You can't beat it. And that's why it's going to be so cool going to a fucking metal gig at the Opera House. But yeah, I've been like sort of looking for a change of scenery to move somewhere else. I'd love to live somewhere where I'm in an area that's not too expensive. So obviously not in a city, but close enough to a city to be able to get on a train and be there within an hour. That's sort of all I want. So yeah, I'm just sort of I've been like weighing up different options as to where to go and see I really enjoyed Brisbane when I went up there last time. I feel like Brisbane's still a little untouched compared to Melbourne and Sydney. Adelaide's not too bad too, but it's probably a little behind. It's still a lot of shit in Adelaide they don't have, and one of the main things for me is I love my footy and I love my concerts. And quite often, if you live anywhere outside of Melbourne and Sydney or Brisbane, you're gonna miss out on a lot of that sort of stuff. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So one thing I like about Brisbane and Adelaide's probably the same is their cities, but they have like a more relaxed country feel to them. Like if I had money though, I'd live in the I'd probably live in the inner suburbs of Melbourne or Sydney in a heartbeat, just because I know that I would absolutely love it. Like I would love to live that life, like that life where you get up in the morning, you grab your dogs, you go for a walk, and you go to all the breweries, and you can't get that anywhere apart from being in the heart of a city. Like I'd fucking dream of that life. It'd be so cool. I've been neglected. Like I live in a country town. I can't even get a takeaway beer after like 9 o'clock at night. Like that's how shit where I live is. You can't even get breakfast before like 9 a.m. Like it sucks. The town I live in, everyone's real backward. They don't adapt to change. Every time a good fucking restaurant or something comes here, it doesn't last long because they don't support it. And I don't know. I just find a lot of country people, they're just very set in their ways. I'm obviously a country person myself, but I just feel like I'm more traveled, like I don't know, just more more cultured. I'm actually get outside the box and fucking live life to the fullest. I'm not just doing the same shit all the time. Generally, if I go to a festival and I know there's going to be those big hitters there, I'll normally go for them first. Um, it does depend on the type of festival because if it's one where you have to pay for them as you go and they're more expensive, I know they're always going to be there because yeah, people will go nuts if it's all inclusive, and they'll go for the fucking hardcore shit they normally wouldn't because they don't have to pay extra for it and whatever. But generally, if it's an event and you've got like the big hitters, like the massive ABVs and their beers where like they're really hyped or whatever and could go very quick. I'll at least try and get a few of them in early because then I know, yep, that's the main reason why I was there for those beers. I've crossed them off, and then you sort of try and After that, it's hard. You sort of got to try and have some palate cleansers, pace yourself, and then go from there. I think it just depends on the festival and the setup. But say if it's an event like say Mikula beer celebration, Adam, where it's like everyone rocks up there, everyone's a massive craft beer head. You've all paid the same amount of money. It's all inclusive. That's when you're gonna go bang. You're gonna go for all the fucking heavy hitters first, because you know if you don't go for them, you're gonna miss out. The only way I wouldn't go for them is if because you're limited to time with those events, there might be a huge as queue. So then you're like, well, fuck it, I'll try and go something that's just as similar but not quite as good, just to get it out of the way because the queue's so fucking massive. I hate saying no when you see people at those events and they'll get the beers, they'll just do a little taste and then throw it out. I'm like, just fucking drink it, you weak prick. Yeah, I've heard Glenelg's pretty good. That's where you can get a tram from the city to the beach, can't you? I've just done Fiji and parts of Southeast Asia, dude. Um, I want to do New Zealand soon. Vietnam's another one. But yeah, obviously, I'd love to get to the UK and the US. Just all about the time off work and the money. I've got two dogs. I'm a single bloke that lives alone. I've got two big dogs, so that makes it hard as well. Um, I don't want to think about it, but when my two boys are gone, that'll open up a lot of open up Pandora's box to be able to travel a lot more, and so that's probably what's going to happen. When my two boys are gone, I won't get another dog for a while. I'll just do a fair bit of traveling that I wanted to do, and then I won't get another dog till I'm sort of satisfied. I can't imagine life without dogs, but they definitely hold you back, especially if you got no one else to sort of take care of them for you. I think if I didn't have the two dogs, I would have probably already done US and UK already. Yeah, 11% still pretty good. That's cool. So that bottle of Cab Sav you got's probably worth a fair bit. 1978. Wolf Blass is good shit too. I had a taste of one of their beers, one of their Grange Reserve wines not long ago, and yeah, it's fucking unreal. But it's so expensive. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much something like that'd be worth. Like it's probably just your standard cab sav, but because the age is so incredible, yeah, that's interesting. Is Wolf Blass in the Barossa or was it somewhere else? See, I really want to go to Adelaide again. I've only ever been through there or there as a kid. Haven't been as an adult. They've got a really good craft scene and it's all relatively close. So if you say if I went over there for maybe 3 or 4 days, got accommodation in the city, I could get to like probably 8 of them easily within a few days. And then they've got some really cool pubs that are either owned with by breweries or sort of paired with breweries. So they've got like quite a few pubs that are like really craft orientated, and they've got a rad food market right in the heart of the city. Yeah, I'd even love to go to a game of footy over there, or even cricket, whatever season it is. That's funny. Good old, good old Harold. Yeah, I said to Harold last night I'd be around for a drink, and yeah, obviously I slept in, so he was messaging me saying, "Where are you? You're around for a beer," and I was still dead. I've seen him on Geordie's. I'm like, oh god. It was like he was real keen, but he didn't want to host one himself. The worry with Harry is he gets if you're hosting a stream, he'll get drunk and start playing music and end up fucking your stream. See, if he was playing music and it was on my stream, I'd end up getting a strike because of it, because I got a warning recently. I'm on this one, mate. So yeah, this is just a macro beer from Victoria. It's sort of like the trendy hipster macro beer at the moment, which is weird because it's the same as this. And this is sort of considered, this is like one of the popular macro beers in Australia, but it gets a lot of sort of hate as well. Um, and yeah, it's always sort of, these two have always been very similar. Obviously, brewed by Carlton United, the same brewery, very similar logos. One's a state, one's a city. But yeah, it's like it's funny the trends that beers go through. Like 20 years ago, this would have been considered better than that. And it's like now, just because the trendy kids are drinking this, it's like got a different sort of name for itself. Hmm. But yeah, you go into a bottle shop and like this will be, it varies heaps, but 55 to probably 65 a case for these. Whereas this is like fucking $10 dearer. It's like, why? It's ridiculous. VB is 4.9%. Melbourne is 4.6. There you go. Yeah. VB's always been my go-to macro beer. Um, Melbourne's probably second to it. I just like them because they taste like beer. They're not all watered down, and it's like, oh, this is a great beer. It's so easy to drink. It's refreshing. It's like, yeah, because it tastes like fucking water. At least this has got some like soul to it. It's got some earthy bitterness and actually tastes like it's got malt in it. Yeah. Yeah, how bad would you feel if you were playing music on someone else's channel and they got in trouble for it? One thing that fucking drives me nuts, and it happens quite a bit out there, is you'll get someone that'll join your stream and they'll start playing guitar or something. It's like, fuck off. What? It's my stream. Don't come on here and start playing guitar. What? If you're going to do that shit, save it for your own stream or do it in your own time. And like, I love music, but I just think that's fucking rude. Just that, like, I play guitar myself, but you've never seen me going on someone else's stream playing guitar. I just find it's like showy. Like, oh, look at me, I can do this. It rubs me up the wrong way. I can't stand it. Thrash used to do it all the time, and now Eric does it all the time. 5.8. So did you say that's the red one, the sparkling ale? Cool. What would be the sort of like flavor notes of Old Peculiar? Like how would you describe it, Phil? Like I think I've had it before, but it would have been like ages ago, and I can't really remember. Yeah, there was a Australian and English brewery that got together and made their own version of that sparkling ale, and it was like a really good take on it. But yeah, it's just like it's sort of like a weird style, especially for those two breweries to recreate because they're both known for like being like very good breweries and awesome at like IPAs and stuff. And Adam, if you're still there, bro, I'll have to let you know if I'm going to pull the trigger on that track hat. I dare say I'd be pretty keen though. I'd love to have like some merch from either Track or Vernon. It'd just be cool, like being, say, if I was in Melbourne and I went to like a UK tap takeover and I'm wearing a Track hat, and you get some Poms there going, oh, it's got a Track hat. There are a lot of English that attend like Melbourne beer events and stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I was just saying I'll have to let you know if I decide to go through with, yeah, getting a track like hat or something. But yeah, from what I've seen on that website, I like the look of that green. It was like a eucalyptus green track, sort of like it wasn't a snapback. It was sort of like a smaller dad cap sort of thing. Now it's time for vitamin B, boys and girls. Oh yeah, cool. Well, like you know how I said I want to get a fresh track beer, like before you come over here. Will you do like an order through them then, or like would it be something you get at a store nearby? Because I could just wait till then if that's the case. Little. Cool. That sounds awesome. Brun. I think it's pronounced. I think they say Brun because you say Ud Brun. It's one thing that would be cool is like, yeah, when you go around all the different European nations that serve all these awesome beers and learn how to pronounce them all properly. Like I've had people say to me, "Oh, like a Marsden's pronounced like a Mertzen," and then you'll go into a bar in Melbourne and go, "Oh, can I please get the Mertzen?" And then they look at you like a fucking idiot. But if you ordered it in German, they'd be like, "Oh, that's great." Yeah, yeah. Imagine if you like when you go in there, dude, you're like, "Oh, I've just got a mate from Australia that's a huge fan. He wants me to bring one of your hats over." Oh, really? Well, shove it. Put this in with it. That'd be so cool. Give him one of these. I want one of them. One beer I was meant to get and I never got it was Raggy's beer. When it come out, I was fucking speaking to the brewery and everything, and they told me they were going to send it out to me, and then it just nothing happened. Didn't eventuate. I think they must because they were like they even like said to me, we'll send a couple out to you, and it's great that yeah, like to have an Aussie that's a fan and all that shit. And then it's almost like they fucking yeah, probably seen how much it cost to send it and just went, nah, we're not gonna bother. We'll just go quiet. Yeah, the old tin cans. Fuck yeah. Oh, they announced the winner. Don't tell me. Fucking hell. I would have thought it'd be too early. I just wanted everyone to vote independent just to shake shit up. The end of the day, they're all fucking puppets. You can tell they're not in control. They're just someone else is giving them directions. This is how much of a fuckhead Albo is. Albo is part owners in a brewery, right? A craft brewery in Sydney. The craft brewery sector keeps getting fucked over with like insane taxes and all this other shit that's like fucking them over, and like so many Aussie craft breweries have collapsed. It's like if you have interest in that sector, why aren't you helping them out? It just goes to show the character, like, and like even his brewery's struggling. But it's obviously he's probably getting money from somewhere else where it's beneficial for him to make the decisions he does, and even his own interests and friends' interests go to shit. It's something I don't really know enough about, dude. So can't really comment. It's one thing with me, especially since the pandemic. I try not to get too involved with like world news and media and stuff because I just don't trust most of it. So therefore, it sort of means I miss out on a lot of shit. But yeah, it's a shame. I love Australia as a country. It's fucking beautiful. Great people. I don't know, just the way the government's going, it's just I don't like it. And it doesn't matter whether it be Liberal, Labor, whoever, I just think it's going in a shit direction. Cold brew cappuccino, raisin and chocolate. £2 13. Yeah, that's probably about the same price we pay if you change if you convert. It's probably even worse here actually. Depends on the size. I'm not sure if it's a small or a large. I wanted to get the new Shamrock Shake the other day. It's like they brought it out. It was around St. Paddy's Day. It's like I think it's like a mint shake. And yeah, I think I went to order and it was like $6 or something, $6.50 just for the one shake. I'm like, fucking hell. You get like a decent like cafe milkshake for that same price. Morrison's and is that Tesco? Croissant pastries. Yeah. Are you normally a mint person, Adam? So I know there's a lot of people out there, if they're not normally mint people, like like they like mint as like a sweet treat sort of thing, they'll always compare it to like toothpaste or dental stuff. Whereas yeah, when it comes to like if I have mint and chocolate together, it's like the bee's knees. That's why I was really craving like if anyone can do a really good mint chocolate stout, I fucking love it. What I really want in life is one of the greatest mint chocolate imperial stouts to be rye barrel aged. Ooh, that would be fucking phenomenal. Sometimes with rye, you'll get that like slight mint sort of character and like that spice. And like, yeah, like the caramel's obviously going to work with like the roasty base and the mint. It would be very enjoyable. Yeah. See, every year I always put the greens down the bottom. Fuck the greens. I've got the green shirt on. People, when I when I went to vote, people probably thought I was a Greens fan. Fuck no. Fuck, that's funny. I just couldn't. The whole election, I just couldn't help think that Clive Palmer's just called it Trumpet of Patriots, just so people think of Donald Trump. It's like such a fucking random name. The Trumpet of Patriots. Pauline Hanson's always got a lot of hate, but I don't know. I feel like she might go okay this election. People are just sick and tired of the same old fucking bullshit. I bet you there's like a heap of political streams today. People are like getting real angry and fucking venting and be funny. Never talk about politics when you've had a couple of beers, unless you know people are on the same page. Yeah, in ours, we may as well just fucking voted for a couple of kangaroos and koalas. Wouldn't have made a fucking difference. The all the high and mighties in fucking Israel and America and that just with their little puppets Australia, you will do this, you will do that. I'm at that stage now where I've had a couple of macros and I'm like, I could go a craft beer. I could go a bloody craft beer, you know. You got to put on the real over the top Aussie accent. Chicken Kiev for dinner. Hopefully the fucking garlic sauce just oozes out. You want it to be packed in there. Is there anyone out there that would like to join? Anyone out there that's got a beer and would be like, let's join Sammy on the panel? Yeah, they're all fucking shit. You guys are going through the same as what we are. All the Western countries are just being completely fucked over. All the Commonwealth countries. Let's all pay $60 for cases of beer and get fucking a third of our wage taken off us and struggling to make our ways through life. And then all of a sudden, someone arrives in the country and they've got a better car than what you do already and living in a better place. I don't like it. As I said, I just want to go back to the caveman days where you just use your own, everyone in, all for, you just got to fight for survival. You just got to beat people up to get what you want. No one's above you, no one controlling. Interesting points. Yeah. What am I going to drink next, boys and girls? Ooh. Two beers I've got. Okay, I'll announce what they are. Mountain Culture, out of the Blue Mountains, one of the best breweries in Australia. I have 2 cans of 2 of their beers. I would like to review them on the channel, probably next week, but I would also like to try them right now. So one is a white chocolate oat cream IPA. The other is a hot cross bun imperial stout. So obviously think Easter. So yeah, they were brewed for Easter. I just didn't get onto them straight away. I've been a bit late with the purchase. So I'm like, do I just drink one or two of them now and not talk about it or anything and wait for the review? Or do I just hold off? First ones I have are on the review and I'll save the others for afterwards and go for something else. These are my slippers I'm wearing, by the way. There's like a company in Australia and they do heaps of sort of silly merch. But it's almost like they have a deal with Carlton United where they're allowed to do like VB and Carlton Draft and Melbourne and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, these slippers they'd been on the website for ages and all of a sudden they were like half price. And I'm like, I need a new pair of slippers. Bang. They're real comfortable. They got like a big thick sole on them. So they're perfect because I've got a like my shed is out in the backyard, and that's where all my beers are. So every time you go to the shed when it's weather like this, you sort of need something on your feet. It's like you just slip into these and boom, you're away. Yeah, boy. Like I remember I got this off them a few years ago. I wore this quite a few times. The old VB cap. I really want a VB glass because it's my favourite macro beer, and I'm quite often drinking it. I just feel like I need a VB glass. It will never be as good as this bad boy, though. One of the greatest glasswares of all time. I need to go to the fridge and acquire some more ales. It's very quiet, not only on YouTube but outside. I can hear all the birds like going on. That's one wish of mine is one day you wake up and a bird's like whistling like one of your favourite songs. Fuck, that'd be funny. Yeah. What's your favourite out of the like? If you take Coopers out of it, just like your macro beers, like your VB, Carlton Draft, Melbourne, Carlton Dry, Forex, Tui's, all that. Like, what's your favourite out of all those? Aussie macro, if you may. See, I drink most Aussie macro over most European stuff. I've just never been a huge fan of like Heineken and a lot of those sort of beers. I just feel like they're too watered down. Can't stand Corona. A lot of those Mexican beers are shit. As far as America goes, yeah, like Budweiser and yeah, a lot of them are pretty average as well. Second of three, train. 4X, yeah. Spartan. Spartan is. I don't know what Spartan is. Well, I'm going to the toilets and I'm going to grab some more ales. So bear with me, guys. Give us like maybe 3 minutes. Ooh, cheers, boys. It's a bit cold out there. Ooh, shit. That Victorian winter is about to approach us. So, back into this one. I might have to shut that back door. It's that cold. I like to just have the doors, like the flywire doors, open just so you sort of know what the dogs are up to. But there come a time it's like it's too fucking cold. Does anyone out there have dogs? If you do, what are the breeds? Let me know. Big fan of doggos. I prefer dogs to humans. Cheers. They're still going down very well. And yeah, if anyone's left, apologies for that. I just was busting to go to the toilet and needed to get some more beers. You off camp? If you are, brother, thanks for chiming in. Always good to see you. Cheers, Gaffer. Yeah, not my fault. I fucking hate them all. I hate how everyone still has that mindset. Liberal and Labour. They're not the same as what they were. It's completely different. Now, where was I up to? Here we go. Journey is fine. Thanks, Phil. It's a change between the train and the fast train, which is tight. No beers until third train. But yep. Yeah, fair call. Not having a drink till you know you're on the one where you're going to get there, sort of thing. Nothing worse when you're like between trips and you got to get off some transport and then fucking bolt to the next one. Bring him over. He can come stay with us. Imagine that if you're just like, I'm so sick of him, I'm bringing him over and he can just stay there. At least you know he'll be in good hands. That fucking German Shepherd next door, I'm worried about that though. The way it's going, it's going to fucking break the fence down. And then it's going to be all on. I can see exactly what's going to happen. German Shepherd will knock the fence down, then there'll be no barrier between him and my two dogs. And Jack will get all mouthy. The fucking big dog will start being aggressive, and then Angus will step in and fucking try to take the Shepherd on. It'll be all in his youth, Angus would have mauled apart nearly any other dog, but he's too old for that shit now. Still got the fire in the belly. Still got all his testosterone, but he's an old boy like me. Yeah. No worries, brother. Thanks for chiming in. Yeah, terrible. So much shit. When you when you fill when you're filling out the federal form, it's like, who the fuck are these people? Terrible. Someone chimed in earlier. Was someone I wasn't familiar with. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Lawn Boys. So have another 3 years of the same shit. So it was almost like the results had already come out or something. Yeah, fucking oath. God, that's insane. So you only got 5 minutes, and you got to actually change platforms. Yeah, so all it takes is for one train to be slightly late, and you're fucked. But then when's the next one? Is the next one only like 10, 20 minutes away? It's not too bad then. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. I get really if I'm in a house full of cats, well, not even full of cats, if there's a couple of them, just certain homes, certain cats, I'll start getting really like sniffly and itchy eyes and sneezing and fucking, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the fact with cats. It's almost like cats rule you, whereas with dogs, you're overseeing them. You're the master, and they're the pets. Whereas cats try to fucking take control of you. I'm not gonna have some stupid little feline telling me what to do. Yeah. Uh, if you win the lottery and you got a private jet, I think you should pick me up and we're going to the States. Yeah, fucking oath. That'd be a weird mix. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all right. If it's one that's sort of organised as like a secondary for the other, it's like, yeah, they're always going to sort of work together. Hmm. You're going to have to put a jumper on, boys. I'm fucking freezing. I need to shut the back door and I need to put a jumper on. Geordie. Geordie's still alive. He's alive. Yeah. Fucking oath. Yo, 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 yo. Alive! You still drinking? This is Geordie fading off into the sunset. Just woke up. There you go. Yeah, fair call. So you're waking up at 9 a.m. Is that right? Is it 9 a.m.? You probably went to bed though at fucking 4 or 5. She's alive. Go get yourself a breakfast beer, Geordie. You know you want to. Yeah. You started up another stream, and I was nearly going to join you, but I thought because of the stupid time, because of the stupid time it was for you, and it was like you were sort of in and out. I'm like, nah, I can't see it lasting. So yeah, I just started up my own. Yeah. It depends on what you're drinking, really. There's definitely certain glasses for certain styles of drink. I drank all my beer. I no beer left. It's a tough life. Yeah. You had Harry on for a while, didn't you? So I was going to catch up with Harry, but I slept in. And then I had some other shit on. And I remember at one stage seeing him on your stream. I don't know how long he was there for, though. Yeah, boy. Cool. Yes. This made me think of the Beatles song straight away. What a tune. Fuck, I love the Beatles. Anyone that says the Beatles are overrated, fuck you. I hear that so often. Beatles are overrated. They're fucking unreal. You got to remember it was fucking like 60 years ago. And they come out with all the shit that they did. It was a different time. They're like pioneers of rock. Here we go. What are you up to, you flog? Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but it's like fucking like it's been a nice day, but it's actually cold now. Like winter cold, and I'm sitting here in a fucking t-shirt. I'm freezing. Yeah, fucking oath. I love the Beatles. Is that what you're having? Ugh. Is that what you're having now for brekkie? Bit of Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, fair call. Also, too, when you're trying to stay off the drink, it's probably like the last thing you want to watch as well. And I totally respect that. Oh, yeah, I hope you're well, dude. Hopefully everything's going along swiftly. And yeah, you did another trip recently, didn't you? But yeah, it's been pretty tough lately with my hours at work. I've been able to do obviously still stream and stuff, but not at times where it suits a lot of people. Cool. Ah, so Yorkshire pudding is what you call him, and he calls you a Scotch pancake. Cool. Old Brummy boy. Who are you catching up with in Brum? You need a Beetlejuice jacket, Geordie. The old black and white stripes, bro. I reckon I'm going to last about 5 or 10 more minutes before I shut the back door and put a hoodie on. I'm fucking freeze. It's that cold. I feel like I'm sitting outside. Like, you know how you're sort of sitting out in the cold on a night and you're like, I don't know, like waiting for a taxi or something. And you're just sitting there and I'm like, I'm so fucking cold. That's what it's like. You're going to catch up with some weed. You're going to do a weed catch up. Are you going to cross swords? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Good people. Well, I don't really know Goldrake, but I know Brad and Phil. Goldrake seems like he's a bit of a mouth online, but in real life he's a fucking little mouse. Yeah, it's like, what's with that? Why is he such a known person? Everyone's always talking about him, and he's this like young guy that's like a little mouse in real life. I just don't get it. I've just never understood what the hype is. Yeah, sounds like a wank. I need to go to the fucking toilet again. Shit. At least so I can go to the toilet, I can shut the back door, and I can put on a jumper. Cheers, Luke. Good to see you again, bro. Thanks for chiming in. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly go to the loo and put on some warmer clothes. When I say warmer clothes, I'm just chucking a jumper on and shutting the back door because I'm fucking freezing. I'll be back in probably a minute 30. And we're back. Ooh, it is fucking freezing out there. What have I missed? Geordie's off. Yeah, nah, they're good. They've been out for a while. Yeah. Oh, I feel so much better already. Nice warm jumper. Doors closed. Ooh. Time for a VB, boys. Cheers. What does anyone want to talk about? What would we like to discuss? Definitely is the thing though, like as they say, if you've got no matter how cold it is, if you've got warm feet and a warm head, it definitely makes a huge difference. So if you're in the snow and you've got thick socks on, big massive boots on, then you've got like a huge as like beanie and shit. I mean, it wouldn't matter too much what else you're wearing. Obviously, it's going to be colder if you just got like a t-shirt. But it's like when you see like there'll be footage of like girls going down slopes and they got a bikini on. It's like fucking hell. Here we go. There's a big difference in carbonation between Lef and Old Peculiar. Lef has foamy head thrusting. Yeah, it's probably dude because isn't Lef's like Belgian or something, isn't it? So normally with a lot of those beers, they're highly carbonated, very foamy heads and stuff. Whereas Old Peculiar, back in the day, it's probably like a cask beer. So it's always going to be that sort of slightly different. From Monks, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one of the Trappist breweries. They always seem like, I don't know, maybe they're slightly higher in sugars. They're definitely, yeah, when it comes to like a standard Belgian beer as opposed to an English classic style, the ABV is always like way higher. Cool. Yeah, I'm so excited about going to Italy, and when you're walking around the like beautiful streets and that, and you see the cellars and they have the doors, you open up the little door and like the wife of the family or whatever will be there and serves you like their latest wine. I just think that's so fucking cool. Just being able to wander through a random neighborhood and like trying a glass of wine from a local family. It just doesn't get much better than that. I don't know what the prices are like, whether they because it's from a home, like is it heaps cheaper or I mean you'd be pissed off if it was like really expensive, but I just can't imagine it being real expensive when it's from someone's house. And yeah, like it's if they give you a glass, is it an actual like is the glass like a one of their glasses? So they sort of do you have to stand there and drink it and then give it back to them, or is it something that it's like a disposable and like once you get it and start walking again, you're right. You don't have to worry about the glass. It's just something you can throw out. I've never really thought of that. You'd think though it's probably yeah like a proper glass. You'd probably go up to the window, have a little chat to them. If anything, you probably try one or two and then just hang by the window, sort of thing. It's just something I've just seen a few times on like YouTube or documentaries and that. And I'm like, I can't wait to do that. It looks cool. Yeah. It's like in the Western world, everyone's sort of trustful. Most people, especially back in the day, is always really trustworthy and I don't know, looks out for their fellow man and stuff. But a lot of other countries, it's like they just don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, that's obviously what has really hurt Australia over the years in politics. We've just always had that she'll be right attitude, no drama. You do what you want, cobber sort of thing, and we'll just let you go. It has completely got us fucked over. The Chinese pretty much just do whatever the fuck they want in our country. And then if we go over there, it's like we can't do shit. That's why we need leaders that have fucking balls. Stand up to these cunts. That's fucked. How much did he pay for it? That is shit. I remember as a kid, like going to Lygon Street in Melbourne, always for like meals and drinks and that with the family. And yeah, just I don't know, the Italian vibe was always pretty cool. In Lygon Street in Melbourne, it's definitely got that like Italian vibe to it. Very little, but it was the thought. Yeah, exactly. It's like going to fucking, I don't know, Bali or somewhere. Yeah, there's been times where I bought some real shit stuff in like Thailand and that, but I've probably got it for a real low cost. Ugh. So it didn't really concern me too much. Yeah, the worst is when you get ripped off in countries. I feel like Europe's probably the worst for that. Just get absolutely fucked over with something. And most of the time, it's not even the person from that country that rips you off. It'd be like a Algerian or an Indian or something living in that country because they don't care about like the harm it has on the like local sort of tourism aspect. Oh yeah. Did you have a bad sort of situation when you were there, or is this just from like different stuff you've heard? Let's get some more of this into us. I just picked up so many cans off the floor from like last week, and it's like, here we go, got to do it all over again. Yeah. Mm. How'd you manage to do that? Were you doing the old Kramer of Seinfeld, where he's like living the good life and he's trying to puff a cigarette and scull a beer at the same time? It feels so much later than what it is. Like today, ugh, I slept into a ridiculous time and I was like, fuck, I've wasted the day. But it's like, yeah, the rest of the time since then's gone pretty slow. I've went and voted, I went shopping, I did a beer review, I was on another person's stream, and then yeah, I've done my own that's been going for fucking 2 hours. The worst thing is I'm getting to that stage now where I have to go to the toilet every half beer. I love this, just holding this up, going, yeah, VB, and then you go like that. Like, what the fuck? Stretch those weary legs out. What does that mean? Anno 1240. Is that what you said? Something like that. Good old left. Mm. They reckon there was some North African people that were like, or even Arabic, that were like brewing stuff like way before that. I don't know enough to elaborate on it, but that's just what I've heard in small doses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat. Could be the biggest mistake I make in my life, but oh well. I've been going for over 2 hours and there's been plenty of people in the chat, but just no interest in joining just with the time difference and stuff. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Yes. Nah, no way, dude. I love it. Keep bringing it. That's what you want. When you're host of a show and you've got no one else on the panel, a couple of people in the chat, you just want more and more comments. So what I'm going to do, Phil, I just made you a moderator. I don't know if it come up as, yeah, so it's come up now. So yeah, you're a mod now. And no, that's all right, I think. I was just going to make you a mod. Yes. That's what I meant to do. I was like, fuck. Hang on, I might have done it. No, I haven't. We're right now. It has been pinned. So yeah, if anyone wants to join, the link is there. Sorry I've left it a bit late, but that's what happens. And as I said, Phil, don't feel bad at all, dude. I love plenty of comments. Keep bringing them. You were like, I think when I started this stream today, you were the first one that come in. So straight away I was like, awesome. I've got someone to talk shit with. That worked out well. But what I'm going to do is quickly go to the toilet again. It's ridiculous. I've got like what do you call it? Old man bladder. I am smashing through the beers though, however. So yeah, I'm only going the loo this time, so probably give us 30 seconds and I'll be back. Oh, yes. God, once you start, you can't stop. I was told Belgium was the first to brew beer. My great grandfather brewed Leon beer in Cyprus and was, yeah, that sucks. Would have been cool if you were wealthy from that. Yeah, I got no idea about the history of beer, like who did it first, and interesting topic though. It's a good thing, beer. Very enjoyable. Just too expensive. It shouldn't be expensive, but depending on what country you live in and what fuckwits you have that run it can be expensive. But look at that. That is divine. That's what life's all about, boys and girls. Getting that shit in your gob. Ooh. Can definitely tell it's not full macro, that beer. I don't mind that at all. It's what I get. Yeah. Oh, shit. One thing I was thinking about doing, I've got a block of chocolate there. It's like orange chocolate. I'm like, ooh, sounds good. Don't know how it would pair with beer, but it's something to like snack on while I'm up here talking bullshit. So yeah, I'm not going to go into detail with this beer because of doing a future review. But all I will say is it's slightly macro. It's not full macro. Slightly macro. Uh, yeah, like a fruity pale ale, slightly hazy. Yeah, true. And at the end of the day, sometimes a career doesn't matter. You can be happy doing a particular thing, and at the end of the day, if you're happy, that's a successful life. It's one thing that people seem to forget. There's a lot of people out there that think you have to be in a strong career and making good money to be happy in life. It's like, no, success in life is just happiness in whatever you're doing. You could be, I don't know, like a cashier at a department store. As long as you're making enough money to survive and you're if you're constantly happy and loving life and you're very friendly to others and helping other people out around you and everyone knows you for being that sort of happy go lucky person, well yeah, you're living a pretty good life, I think. Yeah. I think I'm going to go get that chocolate just to see how it tastes. Back in like 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. So that's what it is. Choc, orange, and cookies. And it's Cadbury Dairy Milk. I just felt like snacking on something, you know? It's not going to be the greatest with beer, but I still feel like it's going to be tasty. It says dairy milk, chocolate, orange flavored cream, and chocolate biscuit pieces. So that's sort of what it looks like. So you got like the orange cream in the middle, and then yeah, chocolate bits. Mm, exactly, Phil. Exactly. So for anyone out there that likes Jaffas, if you're not familiar with Jaffas, they're little chocolate balls covered in like an orange hard shell. You bite into them and you get that chocolate and orange flavour together and real nice. These taste heaps like that. It's like your normal dairy milk chocolate. It's got some little little biscuity, wafery sort of pieces in the middle. But then it also has like a chocolate cream. I mean, sorry, an orange cream in the middle of it. And yeah, it just tastes heaps like Jaffas. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I've always thought in westernized countries, even if you're not religious, Christian values are where it's at. It gives you some sort of like direction, and there are some stuff you might not agree with, but you'll probably agree with most. And yeah, it's like, even though I was born as a Catholic Australian, I've never really had big belief. But yeah, I do believe in a lot of the values and stuff because I just think they make communities and people like a better place than everyone just going in there like free for all. Mm. Oh yes. Let's get some more chalk orange into us, boys. Whoopsie. I don't know what happened there. Was stuck on the Great Ocean Road picture. I don't know if it was showing on the camera. I've lost it. This Chucky is award winning. I'm not sure if it is, but it should be. See, sometimes the limited edition variants of different food is so much better than the normal, and then they just fuck it off. Need someone up on the panel. It's very quiet out there tonight. Yeah, boy. After the chocolate, it tastes like a German beer or like Belgian or something. So, Adam, what's the show you're going to tonight? Cheers, Sean. Uh, yeah, boy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ugh. Quick toilet break, guys. Yeah, boy. 1664. Only 7 to go before I finish. Oh, yeah. I think that's the one I've had. Cheers, Simo. Hope you're well, brother. I'm currently eating Cadbury Dairy Milk Choc Orange and Cookies. I was drinking some macro beers, but yeah, I haven't been back out to the fridge out the back yet. So just seeing how we're travelling. Definitely. You got to be streaming heaps. A lot of live stuff. Otherwise, yeah, not worth it. Cool. Sounds good. Howdy ho. I sort of want to hear it again. Yes. What's on the menu, bro? Well, I reckon I'm gonna wrap this bad boy up shortly. Just string it. Let's annoy the shit out of him. Put all the stringers and Starkies and juicy. What are you sipping on, bro? Keep it funky. Keep it interesting. Yeah, because we don't run Saturday morning, or most of the Sundays are on Monday, so it's, um, Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go get some more beers, but I know it sort of got to that stage where I'm starting to feel tired. It's like I'm gonna call it quits, I reckon. So yeah, thanks for everyone chiming in. It's at that point too. It's like I want people to join, like on the panel, but it's too early for everyone to start drinking in the UK and the US, and yeah, I'm just struggling by myself. I'm just going to get more and more tired, so I think good time to end it. I'm going to have some soup and some toast, I think. So yeah, I'll hold off until yeah, tomorrow morning now, I think. Catch up with some people then. But thanks everyone for chiming in. We had Phil and we had Phil, Geordie, and Cam that were all like heavily part of it earlier, keeping me going in the chat. So yeah, thanks boys. But yeah, it was just pretty much just a cruisy chat after I voted this afternoon. And yeah, voting today was bullshit because they're all fuckwits. So yeah, not really much else to say. I've got plenty of good craft beers in the fridge and some macros as well. So I'm gonna save myself for tomorrow. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you again soon.